Can a raw diet help my cat with insert health condition here? Can a raw diet help my cat with kidney issues? Can a raw diet help my cat with allergies? Can a raw diet help my cat with this and urinary and diabetes and that? Well, I have a question for you. Is your cat a cat? Yes? Then yes, a natural cat diet can help your cat. I'm changing the way I'm talking about a raw diet. It is now called a natural cat diet. The importance of a natural cat diet. Why is it going to help your cat? Well, cats are obligate carnivores, and that means that they cannot survive without meat. Carnivore meaning meat-only diet, and obligate meaning restricted to. So restricted to a meat-only diet. Additionally, cats eat whole prey. And the best way that we can mimic whole prey indoors is with a raw diet. Now, you can feed whole prey like I do. Jericho gets some whole prey every week. This is a baby Gosling, a baby Ryan Gosling. This is a Gosling that Jericho eats. He also eats adult quail. Different whole prey benefits, the closest that you'll get to a natural cat diet. I mean, this is what they eat out in the wild. And you can feed them whole prey indoors since they're not outside to hunt it for themselves. Whole prey provides every single secreting organ, every single gland, every muscle, every tissue, all of the bones, ligaments, tendons, cartilage. So all of these things are often lacking in a raw diet. So that's why whole prey is good to add at least a couple times or once or twice a week. And it provides a lot of mental stimulation. So all of that gnawing and chewing, and it's natural, so this is what helps the cat feel like he's in his natural environment. The natural cat diet. So our cats come from African wild cats, and that's actually a picture of an African wild cat, and they look just like our cats. And these cats hunt rodents, hares, birds, lizards, frogs, insects, fish, weasels, a lot of different types of prey these guys have, and it's a wide variety of prey. And there's even studies that say cats in the wild consume 5 to 7 different proteins to complete or round out their diet. So let me know, how many different types of proteins does your cat eat? Jericho eats beef, quail, chicken, turkey, and salmon, and I'm probably going to start adding duck next. That wide variety. Oh, and then the baby gooselings, sometimes baby ducklings, so I vary it up depending on what's available. But that wide variety is going to provide various nutrients because each animal is different and its nutrient profile is different because the diet is different, the way it lives is different, the lifestyle. And let me know about your cat's current food. How does it compare to a mouse, for example? You may not know the nutritional details of a mouse, but a whole mouse includes eyes, brain, tongue, all of the glands, thyroid glands, all of the secreting organs, liver, kidney, spleen, contains heart, muscular organs, lung, muscular organs, feet, back, ribs, like all of these different ingredients that make up the whole animal. How does your cat's diet compare? So raw diet basics. Raw diet basically aims to mimic a whole prey diet. And we do this using ingredients like muscle meat, muscular organs, secreting organs, and raw meaty bones. And we do it in specific ratios, although I'm not saying that a ratio diet is perfect because you still have to fill in those nutritional gaps. But that's where we start. That's how you can start with a template, is with the ratios, trying to match, okay, well, how much of that mouse is muscular tissue? How much of that mouse is muscular organs, secreting organs, bones, etc. So that's where those ratio numbers come from. It just gives us a good starting point so that we can mimic whole prey as best as we can and then supplement when necessary. But it's important to remember that yes, a raw diet, aka a natural cat diet, can help your cat, but it is not a magic pill. So it's not going to make all of your cat's problems go away just like that overnight. And, with all of these health issues, especially chronic health issues, these take years and years to build. Apparently, when your cat has kidney issues, you don't start seeing symptoms until the damage is about 75% done. This doesn't happen overnight, just like we don't develop health issues overnight. And cats and us, we don't get obese overnight. These things take time. So we need to be patient when we're using something like that's natural. We need to give the body time to adjust and heal. And think about it like this. Let's say you have a car, right? And you put proper fuel, aka food, in the car so that it runs properly. And you can be the best driver in the world. You're cautious. You put your seatbelt. You check your mirrors. You check your mirrors again. You check your blind sides. You look. You pull out, and you're checking everything. And you actually slow down at yellow lights instead of driving super fast so that you don't make the red light. You could be the best driver in the world and put the right fuel, aka food, into your car, and then you're driving along, and then poof, you hit a nail and you get a flat tire. These things happen. There are still environmental things that can happen even if you try to do your best. But that doesn't mean that we should just give up, right? Like, just because unpredictable things happen, just because we could get a flat tire, doesn't mean that we should just put the wrong fuel in our car, aka feed our cats the wrong food. Doesn't mean that we should just give up and be a bad driver, aka not try to do the best for our cats. And I'm not saying this to put anyone down, just trying to paint a picture here, we should still at least try to do our best with diet first, because we are what we eat. I wish I found out about the natural cat diet or raw diets much sooner. I would have probably saved so many different cats. One of my cats, Hemi, he's actually what pushed me to become a nutritionist, and he's what pushed me to learn more about the nutritional side of food, because he was only 3.5 years old when we had to put him down. He developed kidney disease and he was partially blind. And I mean, he could have had these issues from when he was a kitten. My mom did adopt him from the animal shelter. He was full of fleas, which is a sign that the cat's immune system is not good. The cat isn't healthy, because fleas are actually attracted to the toxins that cats release when they're unhealthy. But I wish that I found out about this much sooner, because I could have saved so many of these different cats that I've had in my life. So some different environmental impacts that we need to be mindful of is that technically living indoors isn't natural for a cat. Yes, they're quote unquote domesticated, but really the only reason they're domesticated is because they eat mice and we like free pest control. That's the only reason why they became cats. Like farmers and sailors, they were like, hey, if we keep the cats around, then our grains and crops and farm is safe from all of these mice and birds and whatever else, what other animals eat the prey. Whatever other animals eat the grains in our food, the cats eat those. So that's the only reason why there are pets. And so when we have them indoors exclusively, and by the way, Jericho's exclusively indoors. I'm not up on my high horse saying that everyone is a terrible cat parent, because Jericho's indoors only. But just some things to think about. We've got paint and Wi-Fi, all these wires, and people smoke indoors. Like my neighbor smokes and it comes in. People smoke in the stairwell, which is right across the hall from me. The smell always comes in. We have all of these things inside. It's already not a natural environment for our cats, and then we have all of these additional things on top of that. Additionally, sedentary lives and lack of mental stimulation can lead to stress. So a lot of people think that, I have a small apartment, my cat sleeps all day, that's normal. It's not normal. Cats hunt and they use their energy for hunting. So when they're indoors, they just have that mindset of, I need to sleep as much as possible to conserve my energy. But the problem is when they're indoors, they aren't using that energy, right? So we need to play with them, and we need to provide that mental stimulation through the chewing and gnawing, because that also helps their face muscles and it helps with their dental health. There's so many different effects that happen, positive effects that happen just from diet alone. And the other thing is that the tap water quality is not good. So there's a lot of disinfection byproducts and a lot of chemicals in there, and water is the most essential nutrient. And that brings me to my affiliate partner. So I tested my water with Tap Score, and even though I made it above the US and New York average, I still had chloroform, total THMs, and other disinfection byproducts. And these things can impact kidney health, liver function, immune function, all of these things that help protect your cat. And it's really easy to test your water. They send you a kit, everything that you need, and then they send you your results after they test it. So you can go to mytopscore.com, use code Caticles, and you'll get $10 off your purchase of $100 or more. There's a clickable link in the description, but again, it's mytopscore.com, code Caticles. Additionally, I made a help desk that answers all of your frequently asked questions. The first one is, my cat is too picky. And I also talk about best cat food brands and even litter box solutions. So the link to that is in the description as well. That's kind of like the home for where you can go to get all of quick answers and product recommendations of basically everything that people ask me about. And you can check out my Raw for Beginners playlist right over. Meow includes everything that you need to know to get your cat from kibble or wet food to raw. Thanks for watching.